I already am.
The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And we are underway here in England. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Yeah. Plus I shared it in the chat.
To throw is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. A big play there on the first play
of the game. 7 minutes.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped
well, look at the clock and then you
nice
can tell.
attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run here with Edwards. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
26.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They go play action with Jackson, rolling to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening.
Ronnie, you get all the way up there just to get me to have you be at 3rd and goal.
Field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Third and goal, Jackson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback.
Look at that. 4th and goal. You going for it and being stupid, or you going to be smart?
Understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here.
What the hell is your defense at, Ronnie? You're good. I know, I'm just trying to make sure my lineup's good.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the Iowa State product, it's Kene Nwangu. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Cook now off the read option. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Off the play fake, Mond rolling to his right. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he'll get him. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kene Nwangu.
No, it's Ronnie and Baltimore. Ronnie's from Baltimore.
And the Vikings have taken the lead. They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still.
Watto, it's 3-6. I was being cocky and trying to do a 2-pointer just for the fun of it. Because I already ran a touchdown on Ronnie.
Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
That's true. You've said that before.
Well, yeah, but I already was going to beat him by a touchdown. He's trash as fuck anyways.
The Raven offense set
He wants
at
to
the line
run
for
with
this
his
next
quarterback
drive.
more than anything.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals.
Don't run with your quarterback, Ronnie. I'm going to tell you like I tell everybody else. That's a big-ass no-no. Jackson going to get smacked every time.
You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Sliding out of the pocket. On the
Look at you, run out of bounds.
Right side, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
You ain't good enough to
Worse
beat
than the
me.
loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long.
It don't matter. It's 3-6, and you just ran out of bounds. Plus an illegal forward. What you gonna do? Look.
That one's complete to Tomlinson. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson. Flushed out right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
From the 44, Jackson.
Look at you. Look at you. Run with that quarterback again, boy. You dumb as fuck. Back to the 25. What you going to do, son?
Lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh.
Nowhere to go here. He lost
Get
the
his ass.
football.
Get his ass. Boom, bitch.
Defensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if
I had to, because it was only trying to let me be in the cover, too, and I was not about to feel like that.
Instead, they get a little
I ain't
breathing
dumb.
room.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. Forced out to his left.
Still ain't enough, son.
A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
So if I used the Chargers, maybe you would have had a better chance.
Well, they go play action here. Mon, he'll buy some time right. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put
Blotto,
this on
I
the
call
man in
that a
charge,
one-shot.
the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision
Boom.
to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Play after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the young men. And he'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Steps away.
A little bit. Now you're trying to run into quarterback.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go.
You're still down by
and get all you can.
You still getting your ass whooped. So I don't care. You doing it to be ignorant, that's one thing, but when you're trying to save your ass from getting looking stupid in front of Blotto, then I respect it.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. This offense
Well, at the end of the first,
here's another 1st and 10.
13-3.
Jackson.
I didn't know if you were watching it or not. Look, it's illegal forward. Illegal.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Yeah.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to
Yeah, I
be
see you're watching. I just was making sure I didn't know if you were away from your phone at all.
Because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Oh, nice.
Throwing is Jackson. Being chased out left.
Thank you.
Looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Handoff here to Nwangu. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. On the give is Nwangu. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Nwangu. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Mond's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota.
This is probably the easiest game I've had to
time
run.
to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On the run is Nwangu. A big hole right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kene Nwangu with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
If it's a good game, I say GG's. But if I whoop your ass, then I want to hear you say GG's first.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone.
You're down 18, so you better put your money where your mouth is or shut the fuck up. That's why your ass getting whooped right now. Said I'll whoop you with any team. Bro, I could whoop your ass with the Jets.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll roll him out right. Looking sideline.
Where was he throwing it to?
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. Well, he exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Mon now off of play action.
He wasn't fucking throwing it.
Justin Houston. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
Gotta give him points for the attempt, but there was just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
How did he not fucking pick that up?
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Oh, bitch! Wait till you see this play, Blotto.
The Vikings are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings
so I said wait till you see this nice play.
And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Oh, bitch! Oh, go, bitch! Go, bitch! What is that? What is that? Suck that dick. Suck it, and... Yeah, bitch! God, I didn't think that run actually fucking would work.
On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings.
Sorry, I'm getting fucking excited, but I fucked that kick up.
And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A 2nd quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before?
But did you like that interception or what?
That they thought they had the right
I said no, I've never had a better one
right
than that.
approach and going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure.
Hey, Blotto, I told you Ronnie's trash when it comes to playing me.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Buying time to his left. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield.
He just threw a wide open pass, and it's 27-3.
Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make
don't
something
be like
happen,
everybody
push the
else
ball
and rage quit
downfield
on me.
and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, Incomplete.
I need my stats. Even though this is unranked.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Jackson eluding the pressure right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Is that cruising down the street?
And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Because it goes cruising down the street, my 6'4", jacking the freaks, smacking them hoes. My mom used to have an Eazy-E CD that she sat there and burned out so much that she had to go get another tape.
On the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense
Same play, same play. Good shit, run that again. Same play, run that shit again.
In the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it?
And now the pitch, the ball's loose. And it's picked up by
I gave Ronnie a free play.
And he's able to get it
You're
back
welcome.
to right around the 27. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf.
Told you I gave him a free play for the fun of it.
Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got...
Get your ass down, bitch.
He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, Jackson rolling to his right. Under pressure again.
Once again, sit your ass down.
Nick Vigil.
You better kick that field goal, don't be fucking stupid.
Brings up 4th down. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis.
Yeah, my first kickoff.
As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. They're going to take this up close to the 40. So really
what was you
good
trying to
starting
accomplish
field
there,
position.
sir? Apparently nothing, because it's going to be a 1-play touchdown.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Ain't your girlfriend gonna get mad?
So now
Don't matter if she a female.
Completion on 1st down. Now Mon. And his throw here is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Nwangu finding some room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 168 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Cook now off the read option. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside
Nobody won a game with me because Ryan
Well,
is
you
not
certainly have to give a little
good.
credit here because they're playing this game now
It's a good song,
at
though.
their pace.
Really is.
This is ball control football.
Bro, guess who I
sustained
seen supposed to be
taking their
going on
time
tour?
and making it work.
Nwangu
Sean Kingston.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup
you know
on first down.
That would be
frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
From the 31, Mond. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now it's Nwangu. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. But they'll run with Nwangu. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there. That's another first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Kene Nwangu.
Oh, I feel that. If I get this job, the job starts at like 7:30 in the morning, but if you're a driver, sometimes you got to start at like 5 in the morning. And then sometimes I'm driving, you know, like 2-3 hours away.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
Well, I thought I did. I'll have to find it and do it.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their...
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 33. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
I'm trying to figure out how to find out where my subscribers are. That's where I'm at. I'm subscribed. Hey, Hey, Ronnie, somebody named Blotto831 said, "Come on, Ronnie." Come on, dude.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Mond going to throw it. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's out of bounds.
Yeah,
almost gets to the 10.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile all on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
No, what's funny is I don't hear anybody's voice on my stream but me.
Touchdown! Justin Jefferson, his second touchdown of the night. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more.
I'm the only one you can hear because at the end of the day, I'm not getting copyrighted for nothing that I'm not playing. So I made it to where nobody can say anything during my stream but me. So it don't matter what you guys said it as, it's whatever I said it as.
He's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
That's fucked up. Hey, it's Journey.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
7 yards, the pick up there. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved.
Apparently you can drive a Tesla with a PS5 controller. Like, I've seen people actually, like, play games straight from their, like, radio screen. I'm like, that's dope.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Jackson from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. That's complete, it's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Another run here with Dobbins. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Now it's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
Woohoo, Ronnie finally got a touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins from 10 yards out. And the Ravens are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Cook now off the read option. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Lottery still watching.
Got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll pitch it out here.
I was just saying, because you're about to watch a historic moment of me putting a 50 bill on block.
He is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. A big play there for Minnesota. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Another run now for Nwangu, and he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. The tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kene Nwangu. A 3-yard touchdown.
Let's hit this 50 bird.
And the Vikings offense continues to pour it on. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Ooh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics
I had to
into
put
the
the
game,
historic
and
50 bird.
here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here.
Out of 22 throws, Ronnie's only made 10.
Anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still.
And my goodness,
he won it first with my Vikings, and I just whooped his ass with them.
15. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they
Lotto,
in this one. That pick six
Lotto, you got to
makes
watch
that
this
scoreboard
play.
even more loud. lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? And he said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
And I hit him with the
being out
taunt.
there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Ronnie talks so much shit, and I was gonna do the Chiefs, and then he's like, oh no, let's do our favorite team. So I was like, okay.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's
gave
in
him
the
what he
air.
wanted.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be
Just
back
to be a
after
dick,
this.
I called a timeout.
To throw again on second down. Jackson out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The Ravens on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
He getting his ass whooped there and come
what I would
back.
find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
What a bit.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Jackson now, eluding the pressure right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Jackson on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football.
Ain't that about a bitch?
Guys will get the football back.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Oh, God.
Maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. They'll go right back to the Ragu. And he will have the Vikings 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now they'll pitch it out here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll pitch it out here. He finds some open field here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a toss here, short side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run,
sounds like Taylor.
He's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. They'll run for it but caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
They'll try and throw for it. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So 8 yards on the completion there. And it'll bring up a 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
I didn't waste my timeouts. Look at my score, motherfucker.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson.
And that was almost an interception, sir. So you want to try and be a fucking
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. To throw again is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how
GG's all around, sir. Thanks for letting me whoop your ass. Do you need another ass whooping?
Explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys